just saw Chimera, this Italian film. Josh O'Connor is the lead. He was in Challengers. The director has some movie on Netflix as well. I absolutely love this. It was artistic, it was beautiful, it was emotional. I love the clothing, I love the style. Right off the bat, we get into who this person is, our lead. There's unique camera movements. They played with speed, cropped in an odd way, where they had an effect on the outline to make it look like it was filmed. Yeah, they have them running around, they have camera flips, the framing was gorgeous on this. The story pays off in the end. It does linger at certain points, but there's so much charisma between a couple of our lead characters, and there's just joy in some of the interactions. This movie is very Italian. That also added to it. I travel a lot in my life. It sort of transports me, where you see, oh, this is how people do things, this is how other people enjoy life and see things and how they act. The complaint would be that at certain points, the pacing, I felt stretched. Let's get on with it. And then the other thing I would say is that there's an arc for our lead that's pretty, if you can read it in a lot of different ways, but it ends up making like what the movie's about sort of like muddled. But also, who are we to say that we need these clear lines in our movies? I mean, on one hand, you could say get your appreciation for what you're seeing. I was critical of my own listening of it, where I was like, all right, I want to plot, I want to know what's happening, I want to know where we're going here, because you sort of don't. But there is something. This is at its heart a love story. It really culminates in a great way. Loved it, absolutely loved it. I'm gonna give it a 90 out of 100. I think this is like real cinema. An artist did this. There's artistic approach to the writing, artistic approach to the shots, to the lighting, to the costuming. I mean, it was really, really, really great. Like this, share this, come to the movies with me. I want to hear your opinion on movies. Comment on this. I answer the comments. Peace and love. I love you. Thanks for watching the video.
I loved it. It was a work of art. It had a theme throughout. What really culminated to me was one scene where it just shows the sacredness of real art, something that sets it apart and makes it, lifts us. And in spite of, it spoke to me. I'm still absorbing it. It's pretty intense. It really does capture Italy. I've been in the Etruscan region, and it is told with warmth and heart and a real appreciation and love of where they are. And there's an attention to detail, and everything comes together eventually. It's not linear, but if you surrender to it, it is magnificent. I would highly recommend it. I would see it again. I would 95. I really like it. And the storyline had me on the edge of my seat.
I'm not sure what to make of this. It's very dreamlike, the movie. We might be in the dream of the main character. Like maybe he never gets it. The first scene we see him in, maybe this has all been a dream. I literally can't tell. I don't know that I was transported as much. I liked it for sure. I think it's really well acted. Josh O'Connor is really good in this. He speaks Italian through most of this. There's a couple of scenes with Isabella Rossellini where they both speak English to each other, as I think the only English speakers or something on another scene. But yeah, very impressive. Don't know if he spoke Italian prior to this. Don't know how good his Italian was because I don't speak Italian. But yeah, as foreign language film is, I thought this was very compelling. Yeah, I don't know how much I liked it. I think I liked it. I think I liked it a lot. I can't really compare it to anything else I've seen. I think I'm gonna give it an 85, just because maybe this is probably gonna stay with me. One of those movies that's just really unlike anything I've seen, but really standout performances and really interesting visually, and the storytelling of it. I'm not sure how the movie ended. I don't understand it. I'm not sure what we're supposed to take away from that. That's why it feels like a dream to me.
That was a really good point you brought up, because even how it began with that, you could see her face and not see her face. It's everything. I want to bring in the subject of death, because they were robbing graves. It was just deep. It was very, like I said, I'm still absorbing it. I know it's good.
What about like when they sped up everything and it was like a slapstick, almost like the Three Stooges, like Charlie Chaplin?
Yes.
Or when they flipped the camera upside down and turned the camera upside down up and then like pointed at the ground, and then he's there walking around upside down, or then they framed him in the reflections of the puddle, and you have this perfect, like beautiful construction site behind him, and he's framed in the puddle. He's like there.